Carbs, we're keeping those low and flavor high. So whether you're keto curious or just want to eat less carbs, I have some recipes for you and you're not even going to miss the pasta. And I promise we're not making cauliflower pizza. Hi everyone, welcome back to the Empty Pantry. I'm Amy and I'm here to help you turn your tight budget into delicious meals. Today we're whipping up some low-carb dinners that are easy to make, budget-friendly, and delicious. Because let's face it, just because I want to eat low-carb does not mean I want to eat a salad for every single meal. These recipes are going to keep you full and happy, and most importantly, out of the drive-thru. So if you're ready, let's get cooking.
First, we'll make some cheesy goodness with a Fake-a-Roni and Cheese. Then we'll make a chicken broccoli Alfredo with amazing Alfredo sauce. Then finally, we'll make a creamy lemon sauce for some chicken with some spinach. Okay, let's make that Fake-a-Roni and Cheese. The key to this recipe being super yummy is this sauce. So we're to start with 1.5 cups of sour cream. You can totally use a light sour cream if you like. It won't make any difference in this recipe. And then we're going to crack 2 eggs into that sour cream. I would use whole eggs and not just egg whites. And then 1/4 teaspoon of some smoked paprika. This adds a lovely flavor. So a little bit of that smoked paprika. And then we're going to need some salt. We're going to use just about 1 teaspoon of a seasoned salt, like a Lowry seasoning salt. And then some onions. I have about 2 tablespoons of very finely minced sweet onions that I used. You could use dried onions too, probably just half as much if you're going to use the dried onions. Followed by a little bit of white pepper, about 1/4 teaspoon, a few dashes of the white pepper. That's a really nice mild flavor. And then we're just going to get this stirred up. We want to make sure those eggs are completely broken up before we go on to our next ingredient, which is our cheese. So we're going to put in about 1.5 cups of shredded cheese. I'm using a Colby Jack. Maybe I put more than 1.5 cups. That may be 2 cups or so. It was just whatever I had left on that brick of cheese. So get that in there. And then we're just going to mix that up so all of the sauce ingredients are together and they're very well combined. We don't have any big chunks of cheese or anything like that. And once you feel that that is nice and incorporated, we're going to get our cauliflower out. So in all, we're going to have 6 cups of cauliflower. Now, I'm not going to pour it all into the sauce right now. It's going to be way too hard to stir. So I'm going to take about half of it and get it nice and coated in that cheese sauce. Okay, I put as much of the cauliflower in there that I could. There's still some that didn't get coated. So I'm just going to dump that right into my 9x13 casserole dish that has been sprayed with some cooking spray. The cheese sauce is going to melt down through this, so don't worry about it that it's not coated in the cheese sauce. To this, I'm going to take 1 package of Little Smokies. You could also use hot dogs that I just cut up into small bits. I'm going to put some of those down in with that cauliflower. And then on top of that, I'm going to pour my cheesy cauliflower on top. So this will be the saucy layer and it's just going to melt all the way down in there. Once I have that bowl completely cleaned out and just kind of shoved into my casserole dish, I'm going to use the rest of my Smokies or hot dogs, whichever one you're using, and kind of just press that into the casserole, kind of evenly disperse it as much as you possibly can. Now, to make it fancy, we're going to put a little bit of parsley on top. No specific amount, just sprinkle it over the top. Just adds a little bit of color, makes it a little bit fancier. So put the parsley on there, and then we are ready to bake this yummy dish. We're going to bake it at 350 for 60 to 75 minutes. Now, the baking time will really depend on your cauliflower, how big or small you cut it. You want to make sure that it's really soft. Otherwise, it's going to be kind of crunchy and not so yummy. When it's nice and soft and mushy, it's way more like a macaroni and cheese and a lot more yummy. Okay, let's make that chicken broccoli Alfredo. We're going to start by taking some chicken parts. Mine are frozen. Again, you guys know I never defrost chicken. I just always forget or something. Anyways, I'm going to put that in a pan that has been sprayed, and then I'm just going to put that in the oven and get it going until it is to temperature. Make sure you don't overcook it. That would not be good. So get that in the oven while you work on the rest of the ingredients. Similar to the last recipe, the magic here is in this sauce. This Alfredo sauce is really, really good. Now, this recipe, I am making all the ingredients separate. So if you don't have low carb people in your family, maybe the littles don't want that, then you are making the sauce separate. So you can totally make some pasta to go with this. So I'm going to start the sauce with 2 tablespoons of butter. And then I'm going to add 3 cloves of garlic that I'm going to just crush right into that butter. I do have it on a low heat. I don't want to burn the butter or the garlic. So I'm just going to put that in there. I'm going to saute that garlic until it becomes fragrant, not brown. We don't want the butter or the garlic to get brown. We just want it to start smelling like buttery garlic. Yumminess. And then real quick, just to show you, I am starting to steam my broccoli on the stove as well. This is going to come together pretty quick. Back to our sauce. So now we're going to add some whole cream, 1.5 cups of whole cream. You could use milk. It's going to end up a little bit thinner. The whole cream is super yummy. I highly recommend the whole cream. So we're going to add that to our buttery garlic. The stove is still on a very low heat. All of the stuff can scorch fairly easily. So I'm going to mix that around. I'm just going to get it nice and warm before I add my cornstarch. So I'm going to add 2 tablespoons of cornstarch that I have mixed in a little glass with about the equal amount of water. I want to make sure there's no lumps in the cornstarch before I pour it in because those lumps will continue into my sauce. And we're just going to stand here and stir it, making sure that it doesn't scald the milk or burn in any way. And we're just looking for it to get to a little bit of a thickness. And the test we're going to do for the thickness is the spoon test. So after several minutes, I think I was standing here maybe 5 to 8 minutes, I'm going to take a spoon and dip it into my sauce. And then I'm just going to run my finger down the spoon to see if it holds the line. If it holds the line, that's the thickness we're looking for. And of course, in Alfredo sauce, we need some Parmesan cheese. So I'm going to add 1 cup of grated Parmesan cheese to my sauce. You can use the kind in the bottle if that's what you have. The fresh stuff is going to melt a little bit nicer than the bottled kind because it doesn't have the cellulose on it. So add that in, whatever you got, it's going to work. It's going to still taste great. So we're just going to mix that in, and this is going to really thicken up our sauce. It's going to melt the cheese. It's going to start to be like a cheesy, stringy, in a good way, sauce. And once that's mixed up, we are going to plate our dinner. Now, this is the opportunity. If you have littles that want pasta instead, we're going to use pasta instead of broccoli or in addition to broccoli. So in our bowl, we're going to add a little bit of that steamed broccoli. This is going to be your base of your meal since we're doing low carb. So lots of broccoli, as much as you like. And then on top of that, we're going to add a little bit of chicken. So whatever portion you've decided for your chicken. And then we're going to add a little bit of sauce on top of that, as much as you like. It is very, very good, by the way. So give it a little slight toss. And then we have our meal prepared. So this is our chicken broccoli Alfredo. Okay, let's make that creamy lemon chicken. So on the stove, I have a fry pan that I'm going to put over a medium heat. And to the fry pan, I'm going to add 2 tablespoons of butter. And I'm looking to just melt this butter, not to brown it. Try not to brown it. So just get it melted down, and then we're going to add some spinach. 5 ounces of baby spinach that has been washed. We're just going to add that in handfuls at a time so it gets all wilted down. It's a lot of spinach, but it wilts down to just the right amount. So we're going to get that spinach wilted down. And once it's wilted down, we're just going to set it to the side while we make our sauce. Okay, in a little bowl, we're going to add 1 cup of sour cream, 1 cup of heavy cream, and then we're going to zest 1 lemon into our bowl. And then we're going to add a little bit of chicken bouillon. I used about a heaping teaspoon of this in my sauce, so you just scoop it in there. And then we're just going to whisk the sauce around. We'll just set it aside for a minute. Now back to our spinach. It should be cool. We're going to add 2 large chicken breasts to our pan, just right directly on top of that spinach. And then we're going to pour our sauce over the top of the chicken. We're not going to mix it, just pour it straight over the top of the chicken. One note here, if you cooked your spinach in a non-oven proof frying pan, you do need to transfer it to some type of casserole dish or something that you can put in the oven, because that's going to be our next step. We're going to put this thing in the oven at 350 and we're going to bake it for 35 to 45 minutes until our chicken is completely done and reaches temperature. And then we have our creamy lemon chicken. This would be really good with some roasted potatoes or maybe some cauliflower to keep the low carb thing going. But this is a super good dish. The sauce is absolutely delicious. I'm sure there's lots of things you could use this sauce for.
And there you have it. Low carb dinners that are easy to make and super yummy. If you have a chance to try these recipes, let me know which one is your favorite. Please leave it in the comments. And don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. I have lots more recipes to share with you. So until next week, bye.